Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jimmy. Most of you know me from Tropicana Golf. And if you've watched this show in the past, you know that I have a co host or a guest or multiple guests, somebody else in the room. Today's a little bit different. I sit here in front of you by myself. As you're watching this, today is my 40th birthday. A road well traveled, let's say. And as I start this back nine of my life, which is incredible to even think about, being that I was 22 last week. Now I'm 40. And if those of you that play golf know, the back nine is where you need to put it all together. You had your first 9 holes to warm up. If you don't play well on the back nine, you're not playing well at all. Nothing else matters. Everything that you've already done has gotten you to this point. You need to keep it going. You need to even turn it up to another level in order to make sure that the scorecard at the end says what you want it to say. So I want to share a couple things with you. A couple, let's call them life tips. A couple things that I've learned. And if you're like me, you value and respect the wisdom from those that are older and more mature, let's say. People that have traveled the road that you are going down. And I always ask people that I respect, that are older than me, that have been where I want to go, what would you do in this scenario? If you could go back to 25, if you could go back to 30, if you could go back to 40, what would you do different? That is my favorite question to ask people. And I know that there are a lot of young men, not only in the club, but in life, that subscribe to this, that watch these videos. And I want to give a little something back. I want to tell you where I've been. I want to tell you things that I've learned because I think it's important. So it's a little free advice. This isn't a bragging session. I'm not going to tell you how good I am. I'm actually going to tell you all the mistakes that I made so that you can learn from it, so that you can go down the road that you feel is best for you with a little insight. It's like asking for directions when you're going somewhere. Well, if the person's already been there, why wouldn't you ask them, hey, how do I get there? What turn do I make? What do I need to watch out for? It's just like a little roadmap. And frankly, I wish somebody would have given me this. So I'm going to give it to you, or maybe my kids, or maybe somebody in 150 years from now watching this on YouTube. I'm going to tell you things that I've learned as a 40-year-old man living in today's world. First and foremost, the most important thing, the thing that even to this day, it's so difficult for me to understand and accept. The number one thing in life is that everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. It doesn't matter how big or how small. It's going to be fine. There are things in life that I thought, oh my God, this is the end. I'm never going to recover from this. It's so major, whether it be business, relationships, whatever. Just know this. It's going to be okay. These things were so major in my life. I was so stressed out about it. And now, I can't even remember what they were. They're so insignificant, but at the time, it's all you can think about. It's going to be okay. You're going to get the job back. You're going to get another girl. You're going to, whatever. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. I promise you. In 20 years, you won't even remember what you were so worried about, like me. And I know it's tough. I know it's tough to swallow that pill and be like, whatever, it's fine. There are things that happen every single day in my life that they're just inconveniences. They seem like a big deal at the time. And then when they're over, it's like, what was I even so worried about? Who cares? Let it go. So you have to think as these pitches keep coming in, just foul them off. Just foul them off. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. You can't stress yourself out. You can't worry about it like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. It's not. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. So just keep going. I think a lot of people get deterred from that, from their goal, because they get so hung up on these little things. Don't. Just keep going. Swallow the pill and keep going. So that's my most important. That's my motivator, to know everything's going to be fine. So remember that. Anytime you're faced with any kind of adversity, everything's going to be okay. That's my number one. Number two, which I think is just as important, you need to follow what you're supposed to do. You need to find yourself and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be doing? If you don't feel that your employment is what you're supposed to be doing, find yourself out of it. Find your way out of it. Find a way that you can still provide for yourself, your family, whatever, but do something that you absolutely love doing. Now, I know that's vague, okay? I know. And people used to tell me that all the time. Do something you love. Well, I can't make any money at that. Well, guess what? You can. You just have to think, how can I make money at this? Now, with the internet and YouTube videos like this, anybody can do anything. So find what you absolutely love, because it is the most important thing in life, to wake up every day and go, I love what I'm doing. You're excited about it. So I love what I'm doing. Okay. And now I can wake up every day motivated to make it better, because I love doing it. So I don't struggle to go to work anymore. I don't have that, oh man, I have to go to work. I have to do this. I get to go to work. And I know it sounds ridiculous. I get it. You think that work has to be painful, and it doesn't. You can stay at your job while you're building this thing that you want to do. Really think about it. Really go, how can I monetize what I'm doing? And listen, if you're making $500,000 a year, $250,000 a year, $100,000 a year at your job, but you hate it, make $60,000 a year and do something you love. Plain and simple. Give yourself the ability to enjoy what you're doing. Give yourself the ability to make your own schedule. And even if you take a pay cut, you're looking at it. I took a huge pay cut for the time being. Will it be like that forever? No. But now I wake up every day. I get to play golf with my friends. I get to coordinate events. I get to meet with people to coordinate events. I get to produce these big golf things. I love it. And yeah, I took a pay cut, but it's okay, because I wake up every day and I enjoy it. So it's worth it. I was not enjoying what I was doing, and it was kind of a burden on my well-being. So see if you can do that. See if you can create something where you can monetize it. And yeah, in the beginning, you're not going to make as much, but work harder at it, and you will enjoy working harder at it, and it will build faster. That's my number 2 tip. My number 3 tip for the well-being: you need to take care of your mind and your body. At 22, 25, 30, 35, your body is a machine that you don't have to oil. You wake up, you fire all day long, you put in whatever you want to put in it, and you abuse the shit out of it, and there's not a second thought. Trust me, I know. I'm 40 now, and I know the older guys are going to be like, wait till you get to be 60. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about right now. Guys, you must watch what you eat, watch what you drink, watch what you do. Now, you can do all of it. Eat, drink, smoke, whatever you want to do. Just calm down. Just calm down on it. Don't be so aggressive with it because it will bite you in the ass very soon. Stretch. I'm telling you to stretch. I've stretched 5 days in my life, but if I would have started stretching at 20, I wouldn't be so like, ugh. And it happens. And I remember hearing about all these guys. They go, oh, my back. Oh, shut up, old man. Well, guess what? It happens. It's the real deal. So take care of yourself. Don't be this big fat cow. First of all, it's bad for you. It flat out is. And you know that when you eat healthy for a week, you feel tight and you feel good. So continue it. Exercise a little bit. Get that heart going. These big fat guys, I'm sorry, dude. Number one, nobody takes you serious. Number two, you're going to be in trouble. Okay. You can't run an organization. You can't be the top of your performance if you're big and fat. I'm sorry. It's the bottom line. You're lazy. You're slow. Your mind is not working right. I don't care what you say. I know it. I've lived it. I've been heavier. I've been lighter. And I feel best when I'm tight and fit. Okay. It's just a thing, and it works well with your mind. It works well with your self-confidence. If you look in the mirror and you go, hey, man, I'm getting it. Guess what? You go out there and you crush it. If you're hiding and you feel like, oh, shit, people are looking at, guess what? They are looking at you, and they're like, look at this big fat cow. Stop it. Just stop it. You can do whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want. You can smoke and drink and all that stuff, but in moderation. And everything is better in moderation anyway. When you get a big, large pizza, the first 2 slices are great. The 7th piece sucks. Why? Because now you're overdoing it. So do things in moderation so you can get the joy of it and continue to get the joy of it. Don't kill it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't kill it. These guys that abuse it, it's no fun anymore because now it's lost its je ne sais quoi. It's like you need to do it where you can leave a little bit and be like, I'm just gonna stop now so that I can enjoy it more later. Leave a little on the table. Don't eat it all. Trust me, it will help you in the long run and it'll make you feel better about everything. So I guess the tip is moderation. That's probably it. In life, in food, in sex and drugs and whatever else you're doing, moderation. Calm down. That's all I'm trying to tell you. The last tip is one that is, it's for you and it's for your future generations. I think you really, really, really in this life need to know what it's like to lose. Now, everybody's like, win, win, win. Even now DJ Khaled is this whole win, win, win. Bullshit. It's lose, 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 one win. Lose, 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 lose. You're not going to win every time. It's not going to happen. And you must learn how to lose. This future generation that we have coming up doesn't know how to lose. And it's the parents' fault. The parents are so worried about what their kids are going to feel if they lose that they make everybody a winner. And that sucks. You can't be a winner every time because then you won't know how to lose. Now, all this anxiety and all this social, whatever they call it, that is because you don't know how to lose. You're so scared to try. That's what anxiety is. You're so scared about the outcome because you're scared to lose that you're anxious and you don't do anything. Get out there, lose, suck at whatever you do for a long time. And then when you finally get it and you finally work for it and you finally win, oh my God, that's the feeling. And now you know how to lose. More importantly, you know what it takes to win. That's the key. Teach them, teach yourself how to lose, how to swallow the pill, keep going, and go, I'm going to get it next time. I'm going to get it next time. If it takes you 400 times, on the 400th time, you are going to feel great. Here's a small example of something that's happening right now that I can share with you that some of you can relate to. We have a Tropicana softball team, an adult softball team. That means absolutely zero in this world. In the big picture of life, it means nothing. A couple guys running out there on a Friday night, who gives a shit, right? Well, guess what? The first couple games, we destroyed the other teams. We walked in there going, This is too easy. We're too good. We're athletes, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, we hit a brick wall. We lost one game. All right, we'll get over it. Boom, we lost another game. Not only were we losing, we were getting mercied. Mercy rule is when the other team is beating you by too many for you to come back. We got mercied twice in a row. And I think everybody buckled down and said, no more. And just this Friday night, we all came together. We all played well. And guess what? We played to win. We played to win. And that victory was way better than the first two victories. Why? Because we knew we had to do it. We knew our backs were against the wall, and we played well. Again, adult softball means nothing in the grand scheme of life. All these guys playing have families and jobs and big picture shit that actually means something. But the fact that we could harness it, go, we know what it is to lose. Now we want to win. It builds you back stronger. That was the best win of the season. Everybody felt great after. You think we want to lose again? Hell no. You think now we know what it takes to win? Yes. And we're going to try hard and harder every game to make that victory a weekly thing. Now, will we lose again? 100%. But we know the difference now. We know what it feels like to win. We know what it feels like to lose. You must learn to lose so that you can win and enjoy it in the future. Teach your children. Tell your children, you're not the best on this team. You want to be the best on this team? This is what you need to do. Work, 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 work. Teach them to work. And they may work their ass off. And guess what? They still won't be the best. But they're going to see the improvement. That's what you need to know. And that's what you need to teach, because it's not being taught. It's like, oh, everybody's the same and you're all good and nobody's better than the other. Bullshit. You're not. You're not any good. You need to be better. You need to work harder. Work at it. Teach them to work. Teach yourself to work at what you want to do. Nothing is free. Nothing is easy. Work your ass off at it and you will get better. You could be the worst in the world at it. But if you're working on things while nobody else is working on things, guess what? You're going to level them up. And eventually you'll be as good, if not better. So work. Learn to lose. Learn what you need to do to win. And work your way into victory. Those are my 5 things that I wish I could go back and tell myself at 22 years old. I have a lot of things that I wish I could go back and do. I can't. So now all I need to do is implement it so that I can do it in the future. I love where I'm at right now. I have a great family, wife, kids, great golf family and friends that it's everything. It's all I do is spend time with them and my family. And hey, man, I guess this is all there is. And I'll check back with you in another 40 years and let you know if there's anything else you need to know. But it really is important to value your close ones. And I guess that's the final tip. They say that your family, your blood family, is of all the importance. And well, that may be true. But I also think that the family that you create, your friends network, can sometimes be more important. And just because you're blood doesn't mean that you're family. And just because you are not blood doesn't mean you're not family. So it's okay to create a network that you consider family. And what is family anyway? It's just people that you were born into. It's not people that you chose. So I also think that people that you choose can be just as important, if not more important, than what you were born into. So value those people, take care of those people, and they will take care of you because you have chosen each other to be family. And that's my plan for you. And I hope this helps you just even in a little bit. Save it, watch it again, and let's go all the way back to number 1. Everything is going to be all right. I promise. Until you take your last breath, everything's going to be fine. It will all work out. It'll be okay. My name is Jimmy. This is Tropicana Golf, and I hope this helps you just a little bit in your path to becoming a better human man. And I'm sorry, ladies, this is not probably for you because I'm not experienced in that. I've lived it, I've seen it, and you young guys, if you ever have any questions, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to give direction, and even the older guys, I'm here too. So thank you very much. My birthday gift to you, and I'll see you in the future. See ya.